Hello, and welcome back to the Unkey Dunkey Show with me, Unkey Dunkey. Today, I want to talk about creative kits. They are what we hold our creative supplies and tools and colors and mediums in so that they're ready to take whatever the adventure calls. So to start, I would love to show you my personal creative kit. I call it my story holder hip holster. I often wear it on my hip on a big belt, and it allows me to always be ready to do art and search for stories wherever my adventure takes me. So this wonderful clip that opens up. So in my creative kit, I have a couple books, I have a pen, I have, what's in here? I have a compass, so I always know which way I'm going. I have a little address book where I keep the addresses of my friends and family where I could visit them when I'm traveling. I have this really fun thing. See if I can do this. This is a pair of opera glasses, little binoculars, I think. I got them on an adventure to Montreal where I took a train. So my creative kit I've been working on for a very, very long time, which is why it's so cool. Because on all of my trips, I find more things to sew in and include. And over time, fun things like this develop. Ooh. This is my little portable drawing pad, cutting pad, little workstation, and then some fun stickers and googly eyes I've collected over the years on my adventures that friends have given me. I slowly collect them all. Add one by one, and then a cool thing gets made. This small little tin box. Some pencils, some erasers, and this. Very fun. Oh. Oh. Another little creative kit. And ooh. This is by far one of my absolutely most favorite of kits. So, within this tin, I have some pen nibs and a paintbrush for all of my watercolors. This is an old fly fishing tin organizer. A gift that I quickly turned into art. So you can see my creative kit has many layers and pockets and organizers and smaller kits within. It even has some storybooks. This one's called Spiraling Towards Center. Let's share a bit of it. There's a good spacing. Act 1. A journey awaits. A congratulations to you. You have made it this far. A complex creature capable of creating, composed of long ago stars. The little bits that make you, you have wandered a long way, spiraling towards your center, manifesting into who you are today. You're an island to yourself, or so you've been told, by those who did not explore but stayed home and grew old. You've searched all your shores and outgrown your comfort zone, but home is where the heart is, and you were born to roam. You know of a bay you could build a ship, safe from the oncoming storm, and with every moonrise, with practice and patience, your ship will take form. Every piece a part of you etched with the life lessons you've learnt since the day you were born. After all, a ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. You'll have your rucksack packed on your back as you step through the front door ready to explore. The only step left is to let loose your sails and soar. No matter how much you plan or prepare, no matter the cause, no matter your navigation or route, the universe is a tricky trickster and will always find flaws. You will sail into the perfect storm inevitably, sure to happen eventually, but it need not end fatally. You'll be pulled here and there, your head swirled around. You'll be spun out of control until you can't tell up from down. You'll lose all sense of direction as your nerves and reserves are emptied from fighting with all your might. But like they say, it's at that moment you need to hold on tight. For every rising sun comes with it new light. Act 2. Before we start that, let's have a short intermission to do some art. So a creative kit can be anything. A bag, a box, patchwork leather contraption. But to start, can be a simple shoebox. I see this as lots of potential to have lots of fun crafting art. So this is one creative kit I've been working on. I call it my coloring creative kit. It's a box that I drew some shapes on, and I colored in the shapes. Some fun scenes emerged, and then within it, I can keep all of my coloring stuff. So I have a little container of markers. I have a pencil case of pencil crayons, and then a really fun container of markers. A couple of pens, just simple pens. And with this, I can color anything. So I would love to craft along with you and spend time making a new creative kit. So this is a shoebox I glued some brown paper onto just to make it a bit more clear, easier for you to see it. But if you have a box with any drawings or designs on it already, that's fine, and you can just add to it or you could cover it over with a different piece of paper. It's really up to you what you want to do. I've just made this one look like this as the example. So, step 1, shapes. I like to start my creative kits by drawing different shapes on each side of the box. So the top shape, let's do the 3-sided shape, a triangle. 1, 2, 3. And let's draw a second triangle. And let's go with a third triangle. 3 triangles on one side. And let's rotate it. And let's draw circles next. One circle, 2 circle, 3 circles. Let's do a 4th tiny little circle right there. So we've done triangles and circles. Let's do squares next. So I think a square is 4 lines of equal length. So 4 lines that are the same length on each side. So the same size line on each side. Two squares. Let's do another third small square right here. Now what's another shape that we know? Well, there's a shape that's kind of like a square, but it's a bit longer. I think it's called a rectangle. So a short line, and a long line, and a short line, and another long line. A rectangle. Let's do a second rectangle. Two sides left of our 6-sided shape. And one shape I really like to do is a spiral. So I started from the inside. Draw a line that follows the same length between the next line. I'm having a little bit of fun going over to the other sides as well. A spiral. I really like spirals, so I'll show how to do that again. So start with the pen in the middle of the side. You start to draw a circle, but then instead of connecting it, you just go around. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Okay, so now we have drawn shapes on every side. Triangles, circles, squares, rectangles, and spirals. And now, to a little bit of chaos to the art. So I drew all the shapes with my right hand, because that's the hand I normally draw with. For this next step, I'm going to switch the pen to my left hand. Normally I hold it like this. I'm just going to try something different. So I'm going to hold this one like this. Start here. I'm just going to draw squiggles and lines. It continues around the different sides. It's just its own little line. going on its very own adventure, crossing through the land of squares, over the big spiraling vortex, back to the land of triangles, only to loop down to the world of circles, and back to the place of squares. And then for the first time to the land of rectangles. Back to circles, to triangles, and just drawing different drawing through different lines, making random shapes all over. I think, and this one in the center of a spiral. So now we have a bunch of fun shapes, random all over the box. Great work. So I think I would love to take a small break and read some more of the story that I really like to share. Often this book is all in black and white, but I've been carrying this book in my story holder, hip holster creative kit, and inviting people to color in it. And I've had dozens, maybe even hundreds of people color in this book. So I really like to share it because it's not just my idea of the words and the drawings, but other people's ideas with what could be colored into the book. So spiraling towards center, Act 2. When you go with the flow, you'll find others flowing as well. Just keep your heart and mind open. They are easy to tell. You'll feel the urge to race ahead, but sometimes fall far behind, spending your days running in circles, slowly losing your mind. In the end, however, you'll feel your head and your heart unaligned, and life is more beautiful spending your time spreading love and being kind. You'll reach a new shore long after you set sail. As you journey inland, you'll pass fellow wanderers as you travel the trail. Some will cheer as you succeed, others laugh as you fail. Just remember that you are the one, not only writing, but living this tale. When you reach that state of absolute flow, you'll attract others who are in the know, with eclectic talents and skills ready to show, always up for an adventure, ready and willing to go. You'll find friends who become family as the moon rises and sets, who accept you for you, no initiations or tests. For each other, a shoulder to lean on when someone needs rest, partners in rhyme to help tidy any mess. Act 3. So I think that's time for another intermission to color a little bit more. Or I guess it would be to start to color our creative kit. So we've drawn a bunch of shapes all over it. I'm going to pull up my little marker set. Put these here. And I'm just going to go through each color that I have and color in a little space. I'll put it on this side. So if you want to take whatever markers or crayons or pencil crayons or even paints that you have and color along with me in whatever shapes that were created on your creative kit. Just do one color per block, one little splash of color at a time. And over time, a pretty cool thing I think will emerge. Let's do a bit of blue. Ooh, I think this shape, that's a good blue shape. And then maybe a bit of red on this side. Some green and red and blue just together like that. So we have more sides that we could start to color. So all we have to do is turn it a little bit. Some little bit of teal, like turquoisey. A little bit of pinkish purple. How's your coloring going? Nice. I really like green. I think green might be one of my favorite colors. Or purple. But green and purple work really well together. So it's always hard to figure out what my favorite color is. Do you have a favorite color? Oh my, I think that's the same color. Maybe some more greens. The thing I really enjoy about making creative kits is you can always add more to them. This one we've been coloring with markers. Once I run out of colors for markers, we can grab the pencil crayons and some different markers and just spend some time coloring. Enjoying the company of anyone else who's in the room with you, or just enjoying my company as I enjoy yours. Oh. I'm not really thinking about what shape or what color I should make it. We've made our very own coloring box, and now we're just having fun filling it in. All the random shapes and patterns that occur to every single box will probably be a little bit different. And I mean, pretty quickly, we can go through all of the different colors that we have. So, how many colors did we just add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We've added 22 colors. those in there for now. And back into the other coloring kit. And as you can see, pretty quickly, that plain simple box is now starting to look pretty cool. I bet yours looks pretty cool as well. Another short little section of the story. Spiraling towards center, Act 3. You'll set sail once again, this time with the crew. The adventure continues, your vessel born anew. Your route is uncharted, but that's the way it needs to be as you sail with your loved ones through a scattered diamond sea. Sharing what you have so everyone has what they need, spending your time conversing about life, the universe, and everything over copious cups of tea. With every new crew, your vessel will fill, joining your flames to keep away the chill, as you stumble into more wanderers with indomitable wills. You will realize that with enough allies, any mountainous task becomes a gently rolling hill. All things, as you know, must come to an end, at least temporarily, as dragons and beasts are known to circle these seas. They will come out of nowhere, deep from the dark. It will happen in the blink of an eye, the flash of a spark. Lost on a piece of shipwreck, down you'll ever be found, all the heartaches and heartbreaks begin to compound. After all dust has settled, you'll be adrift in the void. It's something that sometimes you just can't avoid. With no light in sight, you'll begin to feel paranoid until you're left in the darkness tapping SOS and Morse code. But fear not. A search and rescue crew have been deployed, and they will find you in the dark by any means or mode. Act 4. Another coloring intermission. I've colored with some markers. Now, I think we could color with some pencil crayons. A little bit of green. I think every time I pick a different color, I'm going to switch to a different side. Now, let's go up, down, left, or right. And down. Up, down, left, or right. Right. Up, down, left, or right. Up. Up, down, left, or right. left. Up, down, left or right. Right. Up, down, left or right. Left. Up, down, left or right. Up, bump, bump. Up, down, left or right. Down, bump, bump, bump. Okay. Should we use more pencil crayons or move on to the story? I think maybe let's pick 5 more pencil crayons. I'll reach into my little box of pencil crayons. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Actually, there's going to be 6 sides to the box, so let's do 6. There we go. Start on the bottom. Rotate. Color another side. Rotate. 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 I think this is the side that we started on. So let's rotate a different way. We've done this side as well. I think the circle side was the last side that we have to do. Let's color this big piece over here. Okay. Let's count how many pencil crayons we used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pencil crayons. 15 more colors to our new creative coloring kit. Look at that. Oh, I bet you yours looks even more cool than this one. Let's go back to a bit more storytelling. Act 4 of spiraling towards center. You'll be brought to a place in space where all are welcome to be, where all who gather are eager to share, to listen, and see. where a day well spent is spent in the shade of a tree, and as the sun sets, you'll join the rest to dance, express, and be free. You'll dance and groove deep into the night, flowing into the next day, surrounded by ones who still remember what it means to play, who know how to steward the place that they stay, and understand that with the future ahead, we have work to do today. Sooner or later, you'll walk to the end, through many a trial and trail that twist and bend. You can now create what before you could only pretend. You've let go of all anger and no longer know the meaning of resent. Every minute and moment passing with the knowledge of time well spent. You'll journey into the dark with the head of idea and ideals as your guide, with every wrong turn and stub toe being taken with stride. The destination will come in the future, so for now enjoy the ride, as you follow the ebb and flow of life's never-ending tide. Little turtle. Act 5. Let's do one more coloring series. Have these fun markers my friend Scott gave me. So let's add a little bit of green. Maybe some yellow next. Some blue-green. That's kind of close to that other color. And boom. Every color, just switching it to a new side. Spending some time crafting a creative kit, so that crafting in the future is a little bit easier. Because you know where all your craft supplies are, you know where all your colors are, and it's all portable, so you can carry it to a friend. Oops. I think I forgot to turn it between those two colors. That's okay. This is just about having fun and coloring a thing to hold colors. Because if it's going to hold colors, it should probably be colorful, right? I think that makes a lot of sense to me. Colorful things hold colorful things. Haven't used much brown, so I'll try some of that. Maybe a dash of red. Bit of cadmium orange. It's a tiny little bit. Now I forgot to turn the page again, or turn the box. Rotate the box. almost done with all the colors that we have for the markers. And in the short time that we've been coloring here together, we've started a new creative coloring kit. One more. This one. Actually, let's count. I like counting. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. 25 more colors. Oh goodness. This is beginning to shape up into something pretty neat. My hands are a little bit markery, but you know, that sometimes happens. We can wash our hands after, so. Okay. Back to spiraling toward center. Act 5. You'll find a new place with mountains so tall, with dragons circling like vultures watching if you fall. But the tallest peak haunts you with its call, and you have nothing to wait for, no reason to stall. You'll stumble into a temple high in the sky, built by old souls long ago who showed up and tried. You'll wonder what went through their heads. You'll wonder why. But when you reach the peak, you'll finally know letting go to cry. And with no one but you to give a reply, you'll set sail once again and continue to fly. Oh, I love it when people add and draw to this fun story. Epilogue. You know, I would like to take one more intermission and do a little bit more coloring on our colorful creative kit. I have the time. I hope you have the time. I've really been enjoying just spending time here with you coloring. A bit of blue, 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 a bit of brown, 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 brown. And next, a little bit of green. Gotta love that little bit's green. As I look outside right now, it's very white and brown and sepia and, ooh, a little bit of green. It's been very cold outside. It's winter time where I am right now. Let's add a bunch more green to the box. think of the spring. But you know, the snow is quite pretty as well. So let's add some white. Just like it's hard to just figure out what my favorite color is, it's hard to figure out what my favorite season is. Do you have a favorite season? I really like the summer because that's usually the easiest time as a storyteller. I can go out and tell stories in public. The winter is a little harder to set up outside in the shade of a tree. The spring where I am is wonderfully beautiful. We have fiddleheads pop up every spring. It's a wonderfully spirally plant. So over a little bit of time, we can pretty quickly make a pretty cool thing. Just bit by bit, piece by piece. Color by color, part by part. Bit more blue. a little dash of red. Big block of red, actually. What else? Oh, yeah. Spirally side bit. Hooey. I'm coloring so much, my arm's getting tired. How's your arm doing? Well, we're getting pretty close. Starting to look pretty fun. I would love to read you the ending of Spiraling Towards Center before we finish up coloring our creative coloring kit. And then I have a very fun thing to show you. It's the new project I'm working on called Spiraling There and Back Again. But first, Spiraling Towards Center, the epilogue. You'll find a new island to build a castle in the sky as your home, shaping its structure as you place every stone, using all the skills you've collected as you wandered and roamed. You may or may not become an island to yourself, content just to be. Just remember that no matter the size of the island, we share a common sea. Is it the fin? Or is it just the begin? This, Spiraling Towards Center, the fun accordion books that I bind by hand. But back to the creative coloring kit. So I'll go through the markers one more time, and we'll see how many spaces we have left to color in. A little bit of blue to start. And with creative coloring kits, just like as I showed at the beginning of the episode with my really cool story holder hip holster, the fun thing about creative kits is they continue to grow. You can continue to color it. You can draw patterns on the colors. You could draw more shapes, more lines. You could glue a piece of paper over a side and redraw a whole new thing. Could glue magazine clippings and pictures. Could find new little organizing kits to organize your art supplies within your creative kit. Anything is possible with a creative kit. It's just meant to help hold some art supplies so that when you feel the creative urge to craft, you just have to grab the box or the bag or the story holder hip holster. All of my really, really cool creative kits all started simple. something like this. I think one of the parts that makes a real creative kit magical is you have to have all these random experiences and opportunities and stepping outside of your comfort zone to meet the people and go to the places where you'll find those perfect materials to make your creative kit. My really cool leather one is made up of a couple different bags I got over many, many different years. I deconstructed, then reconstructed them all to fit my exact needs as an artist. And so part of making a creative kit is using the creative kit and going out and adventuring and sharing your creative kit with others. Inviting friends to color, inviting new friends to color, making new friends by inviting someone to color with you. Most of the friends I've made in the past 20, 30, 35 years have been by asking them if they want to color with me, or write with me, or draw with me, craft. Just spend time sitting around making art. And not always for a reason. Quite often, just because it's fun to color. And it's fun to use up all the markers. It's fun to make your hands all markery. And when you have a little bit of company, time goes by a bit quicker. You have a friend to talk to while you're crafting. You have a friend to show the cool things that you did. Last two colors of the marker set. And just like that, we have a new creative kit to hold some more coloring supplies. I think the first thing I'll add to it are the markers. Ready to color. Next, I'm not sure how this will show up because it's quite large, but I have made this. It is a scroll of preposterous proportions, and it's called Spiraling There and Back Again. Back again. So the plan with this very large scroll is as I travel and tour and share the storybook around Canada, I will have this big scroll to draw the maps into and to write my planner out and to document my travel from this side of this big turtle shell to the other side to have tea with my mentor, Fred Penner. I just would love to show it to all you folks. I think it's about 170 feet long, 2 feet tall, but a diameter of 18 inches. Various pieces of paper and fabric, and my granddad's needlepoint thread, and my grandma's teddy bear fabrics, and just a patchwork of materials and papers and fabrics. So I'm quite excited to share that throughout the year. Last thing I would like to talk about is a quest for our next episode, or the next time you join me. So the quest is to find yet another shoebox. This one, ideally, it has a hinge. It opens like this. It's attached. So the lid is attached to this one. Also, gather some paper rolls, toilet paper rolls, some paper bags. And with these simple pieces, we will make a puppet show, or a puppet theater, and some puppets to put on a puppet show. So I look forward to crafting with you next time. Thank you for spending so much time crafting with me today. It was wonderful to have your company. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Till next time, bye.